Hello everyone, you are all welcome to GZMAC Open Academy. So today we are going to have a topic I titled Collaborative Leadership. My name is Isaac Adekunle Oluwayemi and I will be your facilitator in today's online program. Okay, so what do we want to achieve today? What do we want to achieve today? I'm going to tell you that. But let's quickly look at what we have covered so far. So the first day of the seminar, we were able to cover visionary leadership. And then the second day, we were able to cover instructional leadership. And today, we are focusing on collaborative leadership. By next week, we should be able to continue with data-driven leadership. All right? So let's look at what we are going to achieve today. So by the end of this seminar, everyone is expected to define collaborative leadership, identify the characteristics of collaborative skills, then understand the benefit of collaboration, apply effective communication strategy, build high-performing team, then manage conflict constructively. And finally, you should be able to develop a school collaboration action plan. One thing you should know is that great things in schools are never done by one person. They are done by a team of people. That one should sink into your mind. Let's set the ball rolling tonight. What is collaborative leadership? Collaborative leadership is a practice of bringing people together to share ideas, to make decisions collectively, and solve problems and achieve common goals. I always encourage leaders to collaborate with people around them, with their staff, with community, with stakeholders. Collaboration is paramount for leadership success. So, we are going to look at some core principles that are very salient to leadership. The first one is collective accountability. Leaders should be able to be accountable. You should be able to be accountable for your stewardship and for whatsoever you do. Then, secondly, trust. Trust has to do with integrity. Without trust, people cannot collaborate with you. So do everything to be transparent, do everything to be honest, do everything to make sure that you always have good intention in whatsoever you do. We build collective trust through honesty and reliability. Without it, it is not possible to be a trusted leader. Then, thirdly, we should look at mutual respect. A good leader should be able to respect even his follower and people around him. You should be able to respect the stakeholders in the community. You should be able to respect even people that are above you and people that are under you. So you must have what we call mutual respect. Not that you always want people to respect you when you are supposed to serve them. Okay? Then, fourthly, open communication. You must learn how to engage in open communication. Communication is very important in life. Always learn how to reach out to people, know how they are feeling, know what to do to help them out. These things are very, very key. As a leader, be mindful of the welfare of your followers. Greet them, interact with them, celebrate them when they are celebrating, and also mourn with them when they are mourning. So, open communication is very key to collaborative leadership. Another one is share responsibility. Always believe in share responsibility. Believe that people that surround you are meant to be responsible. So when there are tasks to achieve, don't go about doing it alone. If you are a leader that do things alone and you don't want your followers to do it alongside with you, you are not a good leader. So you must believe in what? Share responsibility. So you distribute tasks to people. You should be able to know your followers, who they are, what they represent. Are they trusted? You put the round person in a round hole. Don't put a round person in a square hole. So it's part of the responsibility of the leader to know how to share responsibility among the follower. And lastly, share vision. Before people follow you, they must know your vision, they must know your aspiration, they must know what you represent, they must know what you want to pursue and how you are pursuing it. These things are very, very important. One thing I want you to know is that a collaborative leader doesn't have all the answer, but he or she creates environments where everyone can contribute to finding them. All right. So having said that, we move on to characteristics of collaborative leaders. Okay. So what are the characteristics of collaborative leaders? The first one is listen actively. Some people, they like speaking all the time. They don't want to listen. Listen is part of academics and it's part of life. So you have to value other people's idea, listen to them, listen to their perspective, so that by doing so, you can also tap some knowledge from them. Then another point is building trust. You have to build trust as a collaborative leader. So you create safe and respectful environments for your organization and for yourself. Okay? Not an environment where everybody will be panicking, not an environment where everybody will be suspecting one another. You have to build trust so that when people work, they work with an open mind. Then the third point is encourage participation. You have to give everyone a voice. Make sure that even the cleaner in your organization must be recognized. The security men must be recognized. They are human beings. They might not be academically sound as you are, but they are human beings. They also have their own role. School leader cannot go and be washing toilets and be sweeping the classroom. No. So the cleaners that do that, they must be respected. They have their own place. The another thing I want you to know is delegate responsibility. A good collaborative leader knows how to delegate responsibility. You empower others. You trust them. And you lead for them to make contribution. Not that you'll be playing politics with them, you'll be ostracizing them, then you'll be withholding some things that will make them to participate in your leadership. No, you don't have to do that. Okay? So a leader must be wise. You must be endowed with wisdom. So whatsoever you do it with wisdom and with good intention. I know that there are some sensitive information you cannot release to people anyhow. That's not what we are talking about. There are some responsibilities that should be delegated so that everything will not be upon you alone. Another point I actually want you to know tonight is you must learn how to appreciate diverse opinion. Don't believe that it is your own opinion that matter most. Learn how to appreciate others who also make contributions to whatsoever you do. Leadership is not about how much you do to yourself, but how many people you inspire to do great things together with you. All right. So let's move on to the next slide. Building trust. Building trust. This is very important. Trust is the foundation of leadership. You must allow people to trust you, and you must do things that will make others to trust you. That's how you can succeed as a collaborative leader. Do you know that your trust grows when you keep your promises and your commitments? Your trust grows when you communicate openly and clearly. People trust you more when you listen to them, listen to their opinion with empathy and understanding. People trust you more when you give credit and recognition to them, especially when they make contribution. And people will trust you more if you admit your mistake whenever you make one. All right? So the component of trust is integrity. That is, you have to do what is right, and also when no one is watching you. The second one is transparency. Be open, be honest, and share information freely within your organization so that those information will help others to make progress with their work. Thirdly, fairness. You have to treat everyone equally. Don't be biased. Don't be tribalistic. Don't engage in nepotism. Be fair and defend the rights of your followers. These things are very, very important. The fourth one is respect. You must value people and respect them. Respect their family, respect their identity, respect who they are. This will help you. And the last one, the last foundation of trust is consistency. You must learn how to do good things repeatedly. You must be resilient and you must be endurant. There are times that you will not be feeling to even do the right thing, but because it has become your principle to do it, then you pursue it. That is consistency. So without trust, collaboration becomes compliance. Teams only share their best ideas when they feel safe. Let's move on to the next slide, effective communication, which I mentioned the other time. You must learn how to communicate effectively. How do you do that? Number one, you must learn how to listen. You must learn how to understand. Then you must learn how to respond. And finally, you must learn how to collaborate. You listen actively to understand, not just to reply. Then you ask questions for the speaker to know that you understand what he's saying. And when you are responding, you share message clearly and respectively. Don't insult people that are discussing with you. You must learn how to communicate with dignity, with respect. All right? Communication works for those who work at it. You should know that good communication is two ways, not one way. Some people, they just want to talk, open their mind. They don't want others to talk. You don't have to do that. Let your colleagues also discuss. Listen to them. What drives you as a leader is how to make decisions. You gather people's opinion, sample people's opinion. Then you put all those opinions together, then you make decisions. So your responsibility as a leader is not just to talk, but you ask questions, you ask people of their opinion, of their perspective about a particular thing. That's when you are applying wisdom in leadership. When you listen to them, then you put those things together as your data point, then you make decision. Then you should know that good communication is purposeful and clear. It is timely and consistent. And good communication is also respectful and encouraging. So these are the points that you should have at the back of your mind on effective communication. Though I have a whole seminar on effective communication, but this one is just a component of today's seminar. Let's go to the next slide. Share decision making. Good. When you involve others in decision making, definitely they will defend that decision. Carry your teachers along, carry the parents along. If you are a principal or head teacher or proprietor or proprietress of a school, you must learn how to carry people along. Call PTA meeting and discuss. You must have stakeholders among your parents. And even the students, you respect them. There are some decisions you want to make in the school, and you know that this thing will have direct impact to the children. You call them and ask for their opinion. And for the primary school, there is a way you communicate with them. They can still make their own contribution. They will make their own feeling known to you. This will definitely help you. Then the community. You must have positive impact in your community. Then if whatsoever you want to do will affect members of the community, then you have to speak to them for them to make shared decision with you. I know that most community, they always have chairman, estate may have chairman, gated community may have their chairman. You speak with them. Don't isolate yourself as a school leader. Areas that involve staff. In the area of curriculum planning, involve them. They have opinion and perspective about it. Beside that, school improvement plan. Involve them. Professional development. Some of them are even sent. You can even use them as resource person to facilitate professional development program for other staff. Then the area of resource allocation. It should be shared decision making in some areas. Then look at your policy. Then learn how to review it, because development does not stop. It's continuous. It's cyclic. So definitely you must review your policy from time to time. You should know that when people contribute to decision, they create commitment, not just compliance. All right, so the next one is building high-performing team. How do you build high-performing teams? Number one, clear goal. Communicate your goal to everyone. Let them know. Number two, you have to define your roles. Make sure that each member of the team has a role. Number three, they have to trust one another. Cultivate good environment that can make people to trust one another. All right. Number four, effective communication, which I have spoken in the previous slide. Communicate clearly to them. Then lastly, accountability, very key. Hold each other's responsible. Always make sure that tasks are achieved in your team. And if for any reason the task will not be achieved, you must have somebody to hold accountable for it. And a team where you think that the person given a task is not doing well, others could quickly join, collaborate effort together, and help the person out instead of making jest of him. All right. So alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. Let's move on to the next slide. Conflict resolution for collaborative leader. You must learn how to stay calm, listen actively, then identify issues and find solution to them. These are the steps to resolve conflict effectively. You first of all stay calm, study the conflict very well, listen actively to people that are involved in the conflict, then identify the main issue and quickly provide solution to it. Then lastly, you agree to follow up. All right. So managing conflict constructively. I'm going to give you 5 steps to manage conflict constructively. One of them is to listen actively. Then 2, stay respectful. Don't begin to condemn. Don't jump into conclusion. Don't turn yourself to the chief judge or chief magistrate. Okay, stay respectful as you listen to the conversation. Then focus on solution. So when you have identified the issue, just focus on the solution. Then the 4th step to manage conflict resolution constructively is to seek common ground. Don't be biased. Don't shift your ground to one side and be condemning the other side. Okay? So you must have a common ground and allow people to agree with you. And that's the last point. Always find a common ground and encourage people to agree with you. All right, we move on to the next slide. Barriers to collaboration. What are the barriers to collaboration? The first one is lack of trust. When people don't trust you, they won't collaborate with you. Number 2, poor communication. When you think in your heart, people will not know what you mean. You must say it out. You must take action. Learn how to communicate clearly. Poor communication will generally disorganize the team. Then the 3rd one is silos and isolation. Don't isolate others and don't isolate yourself as a leader. Always be in the midst of your people all the time. All right? So the 3rd one is resistance to change. You must be resistant to change. Learn how to adapt to change. You must stop resistance to change. You must learn how to adapt to change. All right? Because there are some times whereby innovation might be needed and you are required to make a change. Don't try to do things in old way. We are in the era of AI revolution in education now. AI has come to change the landscape of education. So, and the change that we need in education is not the teacher that will bring it for now. The government must be involved. The stakeholders in education must be involved. Policy have to be made. Even teachers, the way they said questions before, they should change their approach. All those assignments, homework that we normally use to reinforce learning before. We all know that when the children go home now, they use AI to answer them. So we should concentrate more in the classroom for learning. I think formative evaluation will be more important than summative evaluation now. You must facilitate learning in the classroom and make sure you assess the children on the spot. When you allow them to go to their homes, to their different houses, they will have access to some digital devices, and which might not really show the true performance of the academic standard. Another barrier is competing priorities. Competing priorities. So when your conflict goes together, it brings problem. Okay? And then lastly, unclear roles and expectation. Don't give the same role to too many people. When you do that, you bring confusion. So how do you overcome all these things? You overcome conflicts through the process of building trust. You build trust, you communicate clearly, then you break down the silos. You embrace change and align priorities and clarify roles of each and every one of them. These are the steps that you can use to break or to overcome barriers. All right. So the next slide, practical collaboration strategy for school leaders. How do you do that? Number 1, you have to create a shared vision. I've said it before that you involve your teachers when you are communicating the vision. Okay. Then secondly, establish collaborative structure. Use committees or team, okay, to build policies and to solve problems. Then thirdly, you have to encourage open communication. Don't create an environment whereby people will be afraid to communicate. There must be an open communication system within your organization. Then share leadership. You distribute roles to your HOD, to your head teachers, to the principal, to the vice principal, to the teachers, and even to the head of committees. Then number 5, you build capacity together. There's nothing bad in investing in professional development of your staff. There's nothing bad about that, because if you invest in them, they will be indebted to you and they will want to do things that will move the organization forward. Then lastly, you celebrate team success together. These are the things that will help you to practice collaborative leadership. All right. I would like to round off with this. Let's look at developing your school action plan. Number 1, what a collaboration structure do you have? What needs improvement in your school? Who should be involved in the daily affairs of your school? What action will you take this term? All these things you must ask yourself. How will success be measured? You must learn how your success will be measured. It's very important. So you have to develop action plan, things that you want to do. Each term is a project. Each child is a project. How do you make impact in their life? How will you distinguish your school from other schools? These are very, very necessary. Every participant should live today with one concrete action to strengthen collaboration in their school. That's why I put this thing on global social media. After this timeout, you can go back, revisit the video, listen to it again and again. All right? It will definitely help you. So let's look at the takeaway for today. Number 1, collaboration is intentional. You should know that. Collaboration is what? Intentional. Then trust drives teamwork. In fact, trust is everything. It's the blood of the organization. Don't ever do things that will make them to distrust you. Number 3, communication strengthens relationship. Learn how to communicate clearly. Number 4, share leadership increases commitment. These are the things that I've highlighted in today's discussion. All right. Another key takeaway is that team outperform individuals. Always work as a team. You cannot run your school alone. You cannot run your organizations alone. Always have somebody alongside with you that you trust so much that collaborates with you. Then finally, school improvement is everyone's responsibility. Leadership is not about standing above everybody. It's about standing with people to achieve a shared vision. All right. I want to thank every one of you for coming tonight. This is what I have for you tonight. As you know, that my major service is in the area of leadership and EdTech. I'm Isaac Adekunle Oluwayemi, a consultant, a school consultant in the area of EdTech. If you want result processing in your school and you also want to integrate technology to your system in your school, You can call us at any time. We have a lot of app that can help you to facilitate teaching and learning in your school. I want to thank you once again for coming. Thank you so much and God bless you. See you next week. Bye for now.